But when your long titty is a result of you birthing a dusty child, and then you expect a man of value to come with your long titty.
No. We will not have it. I said we will not have it. Oh.
It's mind-blowing to me how the black community will pressure the men of value into taking care of a dusty seed instead of telling a woman to just close her leg and not reproduce for the dusty.
Come on,
This
man.
pastor man right here is the worst of all the clips because they are using church to manipulate men into doing something that the Bible speaks against. But y'all, remember, do not take this to heart. We point and laugh, and I'm happy that men are refusing to fall for their manipulation. Y'all, let us watch. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you're rocking with the channel, hit the subscribe button, guys.
If you're a single man between the ages of 30 and 35, it's probably time to accept that you are likely going to be a stepdad. That being said, I am accepting stepdad applications. And I know you're probably thinking, what's in it for me? Well, my baby daddy is 6'8". And you see how I'm coming, baby. You see the shoulders. If you start working with my babies right now and start paying their sports fees, you will get a return on your investment in about 15 years. And my twins are like 5, so it's really early enough we could go any direction, right? And we don't even have to be typical like basketball and football. We could really go soccer, swimming, baseball, volleyball. You tell me. All you got to do is start paying my baby sports fees. Because why do they cost that much? Maybe you could even start coaching one of their teams. And then when it's time for their documentary, right, you get that good character arc where you get to be the dad who stepped up. I'm from the Black Midwest, right? I'm from Cleveland. Where's LeBron from? Up the street. You know, the Midwest produces greatness. And my degree is in PR. We can really make this work, okay? Listen, serious inquiries only. Let's talk chicken.
Yeah.
So why she didn't make it work with her baby daddy? Like, why her and her baby daddy didn't come up with this plan? Listen, remember, we do not debate, we do not argue, just point and laugh. This is your daily source of comedy. Let us just laugh.
I want to take a moment to honor every stepfather. Every man who steps up and covers children that he didn't birth but would give his life for those kids and treats them like his own. For every stepfather who covered a family when another man didn't take care of his responsibilities. I want to celebrate every stepfather who stood in the gap so those kids didn't lose the love of a father because the biological didn't bother. And the scripture that we read in Luke 2 says, and it came time that she should be delivered. Joseph and Mary. Mary had a baby. Joseph was the covering, but he was not the father. I want to take a moment to honor every stepfather. Joseph wasn't just a good man, he was a great man.
Yeah, but Mary didn't go reproduce with a dusty and then expect Joseph to go take care of it.
Come on, man. You don't know better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Man, this is some bullshit. And this is why lots of men do not want to attend church, because these pastors, oh my God, why don't we talk about women who are reproducing with the men who won't be responsible for their seeds? Women choose irresponsible men to reproduce it. Why don't these pastors say, ladies, stop reproducing with irresponsible men instead of trying to bait responsible men in taking care of an irresponsible man's seed? Come on now. And then to be talking about, oh, Mary and Joseph, are we serious? This is why lots of men are backing away from the church. Backing away from the church because they try to use the Bible to justify their Jezebel behavior. This is the world we live in, guys. Wow.
And to the men that pick up the pieces so effortlessly, to those kids, man that donated that sperm, let me tell you something. You have a special place in heaven. Do you understand? You mended a broken heart. No excuses. Love that child like your own. Stepped up to the plate with no hesitation. every single fucking piece, baby, there is a special place in heaven for you. You understand? You are God's favorite. Do you understand? You know when the Bible speaks of that double portion, baby, you are it. You are there. You're awesome.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to gaslight men of value into becoming stepdaddies. Because if the men who pick up the pieces, the men who step up, the men who taking care of the Dusty's kids, if you are God's favorite, then what they're trying to manipulate men who refuse to pick up a Dusty's kid, refuse to be a stepdaddy, men who want to build their own family, men who are like, wait, why can't she just protect her womb until she meets a man of value? They're basically saying you guys aren't God's favorite because the stepdad is God's favorite. So the men of value aren't God's favorite. This is when you say, oh, okay. And one thing I want to highlight, you notice that they praise stepdaddies more than they actually praise the fathers that's taking care of their kids. Hear me out. I'm going to say that again. They praise stepdaddies more than they praise fathers who are taking care of their own biological kids. Tell me if that's not an agenda. All this energy that's going towards stepfather, the pastor man saying, oh yeah, y'all are great. She's saying y'all are God's favorite. Why don't y'all put that energy when it comes to Father's Day? Why don't y'all praise fathers, the fathers who are stepping up and taking care and responsible and being there for their kids? Why don't y'all put that much energy when you're praising the real biological fathers? Why are we emphasizing the stepfathers so much? Isn't that an agenda? A lot of His mercy. They might shut down my YouTube channel after this. Make sure y'all hit the like button, guys. Make sure you leave something in the comment section.
Why are men better stepfathers than they are fathers? I ask again, don't worry. Why are men better stepfathers than they are fathers? Answer the question, come on!
Because you can control the Sims who become stepfathers, but you can't control the Dusties who you gave your womb to. The Dusties are going to do whatever they want to do, right? You thought your womb was going to make him love you. And because he's like, hey, I don't care about you or them kids. F you and them kids. But the stepfather, you can manipulate the stepfather. You can tell him anything you want to tell him. The stepfather will be like, okay, of course, I will save you. I will save you. So you, in your mind, interpret, because you can control those Sims, you interpret them as being better fathers than the Dusty. But I can guarantee you, if men of value who step up to the plate and who actually take care of their kids and take care of their responsibilities, she's not calling them better father than the Dusty, because they have standards. They have values. They set foundation. You know, they set, what's the word I'm looking for? Structure. They set structure, right? So you can't manipulate them. You can't manipulate them, so she won't interpret them as being good fathers. Let me tell you, we are just using, y'all, I'm hoping, men, especially fathers, do not take this to heart. Let them talk. Especially the pastor clip, let them talk. Them calling stepdads God's favorite, just do not take. And I try to bring comedy to my videos, and I try to, keep it light, because sometimes this can get to you, and I understand how it can get to your head. You, as a man, working twice as hard to get half the praise. Not only are you expecting to be responsible for a man who did nothing all his life, who is irresponsible. You are, the black community is putting pressure on you to take responsibility for his seed and a woman's mistake or whatever, she's young and dumb. But then, even when you do step up to the plate and take responsibility for a Dusty seed, you still get looked over. You still get passed up. Listen, that's why I said, do not take it to heart. We're just going to point and laugh, and protect your peace.
All right, so I'm going to tell you guys the real reason why I think that men, specifically black men, don't like Russell Wilson, or why they call him corny or whatever, these lame-ass terms that they call this man. And I think it's because of the simple fact that Sierra had a baby with Future prior. And they're like, why is he taking care of another man's kid? Or that's lame, that's corny, taking care of another man's seed. I actually have a family member that has an issue with women with kids or wouldn't take one seriously. And when I ask him why, his simple reasoning is because it's not mine. Okay? It takes a different kind of man, a different kind of maturity to take care of another man's kid. I get that. And it's not for everyone, but calling a man...
Kevin Samuels would say shame, what's it, sign? Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. So that shaming tactic, that them trying to say, oh, it takes a different kind of maturity to take care of another man's child. And it's okay if you don't have it, the gaslighting, it is okay. So they're hoping that a simple hear this and say, oh no, I have that maturity. I have that, I'm going to show her. I have that maturity. That's what I say. Let them talk. Do not even debate them. Let them believe what they believe. Let them talk.
Corny because he decides to step up to the plate and take on that role as not really a stepdaddy, but a daddy, and calling him lame and corny for that. That's what's lame and corny. Calling him lame and corny for that. Like, that's not cool. Y'all just don't like to see a black woman loved properly after being with an man. Or shoot, maybe y'all just don't like to see a black woman loved properly in general. I don't know. But from what I can see, this is a great man that not only loves Sierra, but adores her son as well.
Why do black women have to be with a H-shaped man? Like, okay, yes, we want to see black women loved properly. Why does it have to come after she's been with an H-shaped man? Like, why can't black women skip over an ancient man? What is it about black women where we're always dealing with ancient men? And then not only that, not only are we dealing with them, but we're getting pregnant for them. Why can't we skip that part? Why can't we fast forward through that part? So that way, when we do meet a man who wants to love us properly, he does not have to be at a disadvantage by taking care of an ancient man's child. And I wish... like the pastor man gets me the most, because I wish he would use his platform and his influence to encourage women to skip over the ancient man. Look at his qualities, and when you see that he ain't shit, close your damn legs. Is it that difficult? These strong, independent... Let her continue.
Simply takes him in as his own, like he does. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything corny or lame about that. Like, I think that speaks a lot, says a lot, speaks a lot of volumes on the type of man that Russell is. And Sierra is winning, and y'all mad.
You're right. We're mad. Men are, lame, weak, and immature. If they don't want to take care of a ancient man's seed. I am a pick-me and I'm male-identified because I encourage men to choose your peace and happiness and invest in somebody who was respectful of herself and her future husband to protect her womb. Marry before you carry. Come to the dating market with your best self. You come to the dating market with your long titty and your used womb and your body wrinkle up and your stomach. I mean, yes, all of that's great. It's great to have long titty when your long titty is a result of you birthing a man of value child. But when your long titty is a result of you birthing a dusty child, and then you expect a man of value to come with your long titty, he didn't even get your perkiest titty. He didn't even get your body when it's at its best. Because as much as they love to deny it, your body changes after pregnancy. Your body changes after pregnancy. I used to be a fitness instructor, like a group fitness instructor, right? And one lady, we were doing jumping jacks. And one lady was like, oh, she can't do that. So I was like, you can't do jumping jacks? This is somebody who I know is fit and can't do it. She was like, oh, if I do jumping jacks, I'll pee myself. And I was like, wait, excuse me, what? I was like, say that again. She was like, yeah, after giving birth, something happens down there. And if a woman is supposed to like jump or do anything high impact, then she has no control over like, so. And I was like, whoa, I did not know this. I did not know this. Thanks for sharing. I did not know this. But to think about how much changes your body go through with pregnancy. And it's a different vibe when you're like, dang, my body went through all these changes, but at least it was to birth this man of value, this respectable man, this man with morals, and who can pass on his morals and his value to my children, right? We can create a legacy and maintain his legacy and just, as opposed to your body went through all those changes just to reproduce a dusty. Just to pass on a dusty seed. And then the man of value who is on his grind, on his purpose, is supposed to pick you up because you can't even do jumping jacks as a result of a dusty seed. I hope y'all get where I'm going with this. This is not an attack on moms. This is not an attack on women who can't do jumping jacks anymore. It's just to see how we expect men to get the shitty end of the stick. We expect men to step up, and yes, we give all these praises to stepfathers, but we expect them to get the what lefts. No disrespect to moms, but come on now, right? Like, why can't the man who's expected to step up and take care and save the community can get a woman at her best? I know somebody's gonna take offense to it, but if you can't understand what I'm saying, you're watching this video just to take offense. So I'm not even going to explain. Shout out to the women who marry before they carry. Shout out to the women who, yes, your body went through some changes, but it went through changes to carry on your husband's legacy, your husband's seed, to build family, to build a better community. Those women who their body went through changes because they were reproducing with Dusty's deadbeats and then expect a man of value to come pick them up and their long titties. It just don't make any sense to me. And this is why men are saying, no. This is why men are getting to the chopper. This is why men would rather go overseas and go deal with a woman who did not do that, or just go deal with his peace. Because a lot of times they're probably not going overseas to find women. It's just a peaceful, it's the going to cultures where they're not expected to take up women and their kids, and meanwhile the biological father out there roaming the streets somewhere. Like, what the hell? Y'all go watch the next video that pop up on the screen. Just another example of why I advocate for men, because it's the absolute ghetto out here. It's the absolute ghetto. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.
The ghetto.